Y'all gotta forgive me because I'm tired. But on the last video, I put part 6 and it was part 5. This is part 6. So I'm burning Palo Santo to lift my spirits. But yeah, so, I basically told him in a nice way that if it just is weird, you said you didn't talk to her, but obviously you talked to her a lot because that's what she said, right? She emphasized a lot. And she ain't lying. Cause nigga, if she contacting lawyers and doing all of this and doing all of that, you definitely talk to her. So he's like, I don't even know anything about that. He like, I don't know what she's doing. Remind you guys, Manir be off a lot of medication, so he don't even. Sometimes, like, there's been times where he sounded like back to himself, and then there's times where you could tell he just having a bad day. So he was just like he was in the middle, in between, like not doing his best, but okay. So he's like, damn, my Palo Santo ain't going up. So he's like, he's saying he don't know nothing about it. He ain't asked her to do this and asked her to do that. I said, she said you didn't ask her. She said if you would ask her, she would have said no. And so he's like, stop worrying about that. Don't stress off that. He's like, don't let that, don't let nobody steal your joy. He ain't really saying her, but he's like, don't let nobody steal your joy. And I'm just like, nobody's going to steal my joy. But it did kind of, you feel me, throw the vibe off a little bit that I've been floating on. So, I feel like I'm going in circles. But you guys, anyway, the last time I talked to him, he said that, I would hear from him when he got to prison. And so I have not heard from him. But yeah, so, we argued through the inbox today on Facebook, and to this day, I don't understand her issue with me or why she's mad at me. And she's trying to project and say I'm mad, and I got a problem with her being supportive to him, and I'm a liar, and this didn't happen and that didn't happen. Like, she just all of a sudden got all of this, like, all this shit to say, which is very hypocritical because she literally went through this shit when they were together. And his first baby mama went through the same shit. So the thing is, I'm the one that put an end to the shit. I'm the one that was like, I'm the one that got away. I'm the one that it didn't take years of the abuse, years of the toxic shit for it to come to an end. It took me a pregnancy and 5 months of my baby life before I was like, fuck that, you got me fucked up. So she's very hypocritical to say that she was like, she don't know that side of him. But then she told me he's been on drugs forever, basically. Cause I'm telling her, like, he don't be sober. He don't know how to be sober. He's very addicted to dope. So a lot of the things he do is out of paranoia or just him not, to me, Manir is, he goes through psychosis. He's very spiritual, but he also doesn't want to claim spirituality or even resonate with it because he's Muslim. And to him, he ain't supposed to dib and dab in that. But at the same time, he do a lot of shit that we do as spiritual people. So it's kind of like, to me, he isn't walking in his truth. And I think that's why he resonates with me, and that's why he loved me the way he do. Subconsciously is because I am a mirror reflection of what he wants to be, or I'm a mirror reflection of his inner soul, his higher self, if that makes sense to y'all. But basically, she proved enough for me to be like, oh yeah, cut off, he's done, I'm not talking to him. So yeah, she told me, he said F me and F chosen, and she basically said he don't want nothing to do with me, and that she talks to him all the time, and he's purposely not calling me, and he's never going to call me again. And I feel like she just wanted me to cry. She intentionally wanted to hurt my feelings by saying all of that. And my whole thing is, if you have a boyfriend and you don't want him, and you just helping him but you don't want him, why are you going above and beyond to try to, like, kick me when I'm down, to try to make me feel some kind of way? You get what I'm saying? that's personal. So you it's giving jealous. And so she's like, what am I jealous about? She's like, you're broke, you don't drive. She's like, you have a housing. Like, you could tell she's very materialistic. And she's shallow because everything she was calling me, it's like that shit really wasn't hurting me. It wasn't the flex that she thought it was. It wasn't giving, because I feel like a motherfucker could have all the money in the world, the biggest house, the best cars, but if they not genuinely happy and if they don't have peace within themselves, then you don't have nothing at the end of the day. So I could live in an apartment, I can be on housing, I could be what she calls broke, but I'm blissful as fuck. I'm happy as fuck. I'm very spoiled by God. Like, I'm great. You have nothing that I don't have. And so I told her that, but I eventually blocked her ass. And so she ended up recording their phone conversation today, and she posted it and she tagged me in it, and she was like, because you think he wants you, let me show you the truth. Like, she said a whole lot of extra shit too. But the phone conversation didn't give what she said. Like, he never really talked bad about me. He never once said fuck me or fuck Chosen. He never said nothing that she was claiming he felt. The only thing that he said that was enough for me at the end of the day was, I'm mad because he ain't calling me. And I ain't gonna say I was mad, but I've been feeling some kind of way because intuitively I knew that he was able to call. And I'm like, you're not calling? So what happened? Because I've been asked you a long time ago, was you gonna blame me? Did you have a problem with me? Because if you did, I wasn't gonna fuck with you or talk to you anyway after that, because I would have known where we stood. But he insisted. So that's my fucking problem. And so that's what he said to her. And he basically was telling her the same stuff he told me. Don't entertain it. Take care of yourself. Don't let anybody stress you out. Like, that's what he was saying to her. But the thing is, he sounded terrible today, and it kind of made me sad. He sounded like he was very, very, very medicated. He sounded like he was stressed out. He sounded like he didn't want to say any of the things he was saying. He just seemed, to me, I just feel like he is in a place to where he's scared. He knows he's facing a lot of time. She's willing to pay for all his legal fees. He's trying to save himself. He's trying to do whatever he can do to get out of the hole that he literally dropped into. Like, he dug a hole for me and fell into it, basically. So yeah, that did hurt my feelings, but at the end of the day, like, I was waiting to hear him say, yeah, fuck her, fuck the baby, and da-da-da-da. He never said any of that. But he was just on that fake ass shit, and he told her that, I want to be with you, and it ain't because of the material things you got, but just because you all around better than her. And so that was a bit much, because we've been through so much together. Not saying that they haven't had their times where shit was good, but he has told me so many things pertaining to him and her relationship. And so to say that to her when he has literally said the same thing to me was just like fake. And I don't like fake. I can take a lot of things, but I cannot fucking take nobody being fake with me. Boyfriend, baby daddy, I don't care who you are. So that was enough. And so he feels like he's hurting me by not writing me or calling me or checking on Chosen. But what he don't know is, I'm never ever going to forgive him. I am never ever going to reach out. I am never ever going to accept him back into our space. I am never going to be, I'm just done. Like, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, years before I give him any of my energy. And I know deep down he don't really mean this, but at the same time he said it, so he gotta stand on it, y'all. He has to stand on it. So yeah, I'm single. I've pretty much been single since that night, because he did what the fuck he did, and spirit separated us physically, but now it's a spiritual separation, and I'm just over it. But at the end of the day, me and Chosen are good. I got a lot of support, so we're not missing out on anything. And I'm gonna just keep doing me and focus on me. So yeah, hope y'all